Good morning, Fireballers. It is blog 408 today. Sorry, there's a little hesitation because it blows my mind how many vlogs we've done. I am driving the 2016 Ram 1500 Eco Diesel. It's a little bumpy right now. Sorry for the bouncing around a bit. I'm headed down to Playa del Rey. I'm having a meeting with a woman that I met not too long ago. Her name is Ruth McCartney. She has her own PR firm, and she happens to be the sister of Paul McCartney. Yes, that Paul McCartney. Got this truck for a week, gonna piddle around Malibu, maybe go to a couple shows. We do have Malibu Cars and Coffee this Sunday, gonna be an epic show. We got Wheels and Waves #4 coming in 2 weeks at Gladstone's. Only 2 weeks. Get your cars ready. A fun-filled day of awesome because I'm driving a huge truck!
Sorry, Mrs. Fireball, I'm touching your husband's right knee.
We're touching shoulder to shoulder. We're actually kind of fighting. You guys have not met this young lady, but
old fart.
This is Ruth McCartney, and Ruth has become quite an extraordinary buddy. So we're going to do some really, really cool things. But here's why. You have an amazing company in El Segundo. Is that technically where we are?
It's actually Playa del Rey, but
okay.
You know, throw a rock.
It's by the beach, who cares? But Ruth has an amazing company and has worked with a lot of really great people. And tell me a little bit so these guys understand.
So McCartney Multimedia is my husband, Martin Nethercutt, who, for you Nethercutt car crazy people there, we always laugh. If you want the big last name in music, it's me. I win that argument with McCartney, but if you're a car nut, Nethercutt wins every time.
Oh yeah.
So Martin and I and my mother Angie, who is the tea lady, has an organic tea company. We also have a multimedia digital branding agency down in Playa del Rey at the beach. We've been at it 25 years, and basically what we do is we do everything from logo development, branding, and story development to web, social, multimedia, video, things like this. And John Lennon used to come stay with us when I was a kid in Liverpool. My brother was in a band with him years ago before he became Kanye's bass player. John always used to refer to the fans as the customers. He never called them fans, and he used to say, God, I wish we had a customer list. How do we get a list of the customers? So my mother and I started collecting all the fan mail and then creating 3x5 index cards, giving them to Frida Kelly, who's the...
You were running the fan club in your kitchen?
Well, we weren't really running it. I mean, we were, you know, the mail that would arrive, it would say Paul, Liverpool, and have a Japanese stamp on it. Okay. So my mum and I sorted it all out and then took it through the Mersey Tunnel to Frida Kelly, who was Brian Epstein's secretary. And she is the subject of a great documentary called Good Old Frida, which is another Beatle film on the market. Mm-hmm. And she would sort it all out and answer it. But that's how I made my pocket money, understanding the value of the customer.
Yeah.
So social media is nothing different, except if you got a bunch of thumbs and likes, you don't know who they are.
Right.
So that's what we do, is we convert those people into
Very
customers
cool.
and money.
Very cool.
Okay, so I grew up in England learning to drive on the wrong side of the road, and I had a Mini, J-Reg Mini, 1972, and the floors had rusted out, and I had plywood in the floors, and I used to have to stop every so often and take the rubber glove off the spark plugs, because good old Alexis Agonis trusted Greek to transversely mount an engine to make the car shorter, duh. So when it rains, the water gets in and the spark plugs get flooded and you have to dry them out. So I had yellow rubber gloves on mine. And it was generally a POS car. So a friend of mine calls up one day, Irving Kershner, director of
Empire Strikes Back.
Empire Strikes Back. Yeah,
Amazing.
yeah. I used to drive him around London for extra money when he would come into town. And he called me and he said, do you want to pick me up and actually come to dinner with us? Because my client's got his 16-year-old son and I don't know what to say to the kid. And so pick us up, meet us at the Dorchester. So I thought, great, I'll go hide my crappy Mini around the corner. We'll go to the Dorchester and meet these nice people. He's like, oh, no, we're just going around the corner. We'll all pile in your car. And I said, well, who's all? He said, it was me and my client and his wife and the 16-year-old kid. And I'm like, you know I have a Mini. He's like, oh, it's fine. Get there, and who am I picking up? Bond. James Bond.
Which one?
Sean and Michelin Connery and Jason. So I now have James Bond sitting in a car with a wooden floor, which is very exciting. And so we all went to dinner. I dropped off Irvin and Michelin and Jason, and Sean said, well, you can't go park the car by yourself, and it's raining. I'll escort you. I'll come with you. So we wound up singing in the rain in the middle of Bond Street, having driven James Bond to dinner in a Mini with a wooden floor.
To the rescue.
Ruth to the rescue.
Awesome. That was a spectacular meeting with Martin and Ruth. You guys didn't get a chance to meet Martin, but he's a truly awesome guy, and Ruth is really, really fun. We're going to be doing all kinds of neat stuff with those guys. They know lots of people that love cars, so I think there's going to be lots of opportunity and fun things to do with them in the future. Outside the truck now, I just witnessed an unfortunate accident where a guy was hit by another car on a bicycle. So that's what's going on over here. I'm gonna take the camera over there, just get a few shots. You know, the guy's okay, not injured too bad, but I saw it, so you know, gotta go take care of that. Donnell, this is Donnell. We are at the accident scene. He's okay though.
Yeah, he's okay.
Because you guys are the experts.
We are the experts.
All right. He's gonna come. He's a big car guy. He's gonna come to the car shows.
All right.
All right.
You'll see me there.
Okay. Well, that was interesting. The guy is okay. He was crossing a crosswalk. She was turning, and her light was green. So as you can imagine, that is not a good combination. And he clipped her rear quarter panel and went down on the pavement. But he's gonna be fine. He's a comedy writer, so there's comedy in everything. But big thanks to the cops and to the fire department here in Santa Monica or Venice. Not sure exactly which one they came from, but they were there lickety split, no problem. Everybody's good. All right. Good job.
Got a haircut. I know.
There's like 2 Sammys out here.
And this is all Bug. Well, Bug and Sammy.
It's Bug and Sammy. Oh, look at all that. I can pet you twice. We're gonna go to the beach, but it's a little too breezy, so instead we're gonna go to the store. What are we getting?
I don't know.
Just stuff.
What are you getting?
I don't know, I'm along for the ride.
Oh. Guess that's what you're having for dinner then.
Cookies, ice cream, chocolate, and then some ice cream and chocolate. What'd you get?
Nothing.
I'm not going to talk about this today. I'm not going to talk about the Ram truck because I need a little bit more time to get used to it and and all this thing. I was going to talk about it, but I decided I'll wait a couple of days so I get a chance to drive it and do a few more things with it. Instead, I'm going to talk about what we did today. Very interesting mixture, melding of different stuff. Started out just driving south and then meeting it with Ruth McCartney and her husband Martin, and we just had an absolute blast talking about all the potentials, all the things that we can do, the commingling of some of their clients and the brands and the vehicles and all the different things we can do. I got a special event that's happening tomorrow too, by the way. That's going to be super cool. And then there I was, minding my own business, driving back through Venice, and bam! Bicycle gets hit by a car. Car gets hit by a bicyclist gets hit by a car. And trust me when I say that guy went down hard. The guy was like 75, 80 years old. So he was kind of getting up there. Wasn't wearing a helmet. And then he's driving along. The girl's driving along like this, and the biker goes like this, goes straight, and bam, it's like that, and he goes flop, lands right on the asphalt. That must have hurt. Skinned up his knees, skinned up his hands, hit his head. You gotta wear a helmet, people. When you go out and ride your bicycles, you gotta wear a helmet. And just had an overall really awesome day with lots of different eclectic things. But I gotta say, big thanks to Ruth and to Martin for having me over to their place. Their mom, Angie, Ruth's mom, Angie, gotta be specific. Ruth's mom, Angie, she has this really cool tea company. We're going to check that out probably next week. We're going to drink some tea. We're going to find out all about it. You never know when you're going to meet somebody interesting. You never know how people are going to be thrust together. But if you think about it, it's not random. It's not something that just kind of happens out of the blue. If you think about it, it's all strategic. It's all working out perfectly. Now, the thing about the accident today is that all the cops and the firemen were called out to do their job and everything else. And then pretty soon everybody started talking cars. And it just one thing led to the other. And then pretty soon everyone's talking about wheels and waves, and they want to bring their car to Wheels and Waves, including the guy that slammed down onto the asphalt. And that is the passion that I love in this town. If you've got a passion, you cannot hold back. You got to let it out. You got to share it with people. You got to get excited about what it is that you're doing. And you got to get that word out and spread that passion through what you do. I don't care if you're a pig farmer or if you're collecting coins or if you're, surfing. I don't really care what it is. You got to do that thing with everything you have. Just get on out there and just do it. And don't ever let yourself get down. And those of you that are down right now, get up, go for a walk, go do something to put yourself in a different mindset, because that's what you need. Get yourself into a different mindset, get happy, get excited, think about those things that you love. And when you think about those things, everything will change, things will get better, and your life will be awesome. That's it for Blog 408. Thanks for watching. We got super cool stuff coming up. We got a special event tomorrow. I think celebrities and cars. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Tomorrow night, gonna be awesome. Can't wait to do it.